It's Chris. So we're into the next step now, and the next step is the silicone. I've done all the primer that I needed to before I start do the silicone. So now let's just bog it up. Bog it up, Freddie. I've left that quite proud to give it some strength. Before I start touching that, I'll put another tube in. That's how you do it, people. Then you grab your knife and you cut it just below that metal and sometimes it doesn't want to cut nicely. Pop on another glove so I don't get shit everywhere, over everything. That's it, way to go, Charlie. Pop it in. Just like that. Yep. I was giving everything a quick eyeball then. Bit of a hole there, patch that. Up we go. Right, see this? That's your round hand tool. And you give it a nice round The reason why you do that is because it gives it strength. But don't come out too far, because it can get in the road of your tile. And like, it's all right. This is all right doing that when you're doing a bigger tile, a 6x3. A 6x3 tile that's 10 or 11 mil thick, but it's a different story when you are doing a subway tile or a mosaic. You've got to be a lot tidier with your silicone. And when they say you need a 12 mil curve in it, they're not really tilers that come up with all those fancy rules, because if they were a tiler, they would say, how the hell do I do that with it when I'm doing a mosaic and I've got to give it a 12 mil curve? So the ones that place all these rules in place know nothing really about tiling a floor or wall. But if you're doing subway tiles, there's no way you can do a bead like that. Absolute no way. Or like this. You've got to be way cleaner with your silicone. I don't have to be super smooth and fancy because I'm doing a bigger tile. But there's no way I would be doing this if I was doing a subway or a mosaic, people. Keep that in mind. That's the beauty of gloves. I was just listening to ZZ Top. Simply irresistible. They were all right in their day. Don't hear them much now though. ZZ Top. I do love, I'll say it again, I do love my music when I'm working. But yes, I'm sorry people that the ones that write the rule books, there's no way you can give it a curve like that for strength. And yes, it makes it strong and all that jazz, but there's no way you can do that when you're doing a mosaic or a subway tile. How did I get silicone there? I do not know. But don't try and find out, because it gets everywhere. When you're doing silicone, you try to be as clean as you can, but it's not that easy. Simply irresistible. The reason why I cut it just under that metal, because then it leaves, see that? And it goes into there, and the casing of the sausage goes against that thread, so you don't get your thread gunked up. That's how it works. You cut just under that metal tie. I'll be going right around the top there. Oh, I don't need to over there because it's cabinet. In there, which is in the shower, I will be putting bandage up there. Simply irresistible. Where's my nozzle facing? That's better. That's better. Nice. Yes, we've got a big dog. Big dog that lives here. The owner keeps him pretty well controlled though. But I wouldn't like to come across him in the middle of the night, that's for sure. But he's friendly. And I love dogs, and he knows that. So he knows I mean him no harm. And I'm not a threat. Oh, there goes the camera on the side of the radio. Fantastic. Okay, I'll come back to you shortly, people. See you soon. Turn off the radio, Chriso. Bit of gauze around the taps. Just to bog them up. Well, we just had Easter, so had a bit of chocolate. Bloody, I like chocolate. God, I do. I do like a bit of chocolate. Okay, am I nearly finished with that? Yep, I'll go bandage for that. We'll get in there, people. White gloves on, and I can bog up around those taps. Where are we? If there's anything that you'd like to know, people, any question that you'd like to ask me, feel free. My response is pretty quick. I enjoy talking to people out there and answering their questions. That's what it's all about. Please let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll take note. I can't promise I'll do it straight away, but I will do it. Return what you'd like to see. See now, that stops any water. The reason for that is what? When water runs down the wall, it won't be so much on this because there won't be that much splashing in a bath. It's a freestanding bath. When there is water mainly in your shower, that splashes against your cover plate. With the tap running, it sucks that water behind the cover plate. That's the reason for that, because people can have a leaking shower and it's not really the waterproofing that's leaking. It's water running behind the cover plate, getting sucked in behind the waterproof and running down. Okay. That's it. Get rid of that a bit. Good one. Now, yes, going back to mosaics or there's no way I'd be able to have it like that. I'd have to do it way smoother. But with all this bathroom, I'm using